on the first go to our first playthrough of this game as a blind playthroughist.
Hey! Is this how you wanted it? Xehanort! You want to fill me in?
I am.
Hey! Do you remember now, or... Wait. Did you never lose your memory?
That's not my name. I'm not Xehanort.
What?
My name is Ansem.
But how far could a raft take us?
Who knows? If we have to, we'll think of something else.
Riku, a storm's coming.
I know. The waves are getting steep. Furl the sail.
Right. Riku!
I'm fine. What's that?
Oh, he was right. Those wretched guppies are here. Well, it's about time we settled the score.
Ursula! But how... Is this the test?
Come on! You can work it out later!
All right!
Sorry, dearies, but I won't fall for that trick.
Mentor's option tutorial flashback appears. So I can play now and view it later when the key appears. You better play now. It's also available in the menu at any time. Okay. Play now. Alright, lock that thing. Use L. Oops. Lock the enemy, stay point away from the enemy. Targeting.
Hey! Yeah!
modify your deck and also keep playing, check your stats, adjust game settings and more. Ever consider an access hub tour like this one by choosing Mentos from the main menu? Okay. Combat tours is complete. Okay. A little rough, but I want to get there.
You dare toy with me! You
Defeat the Phantom Warsaw. Oh shit.
Hey!
Time for my revenge!
Fine!
Hold on.
Time for my revenge!
Hey! Ha! Ja! Hey! Ha! Ja! Freeze! Fine! Ha!
To the depths with you!
Hey! Hey!
Time for my revenge!
Shit.
Yeah!
There! I have you now! Time for my revenge!
Hey! Hey! Ja! Hey! Ja! 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 Ja!
Oh! A little rough start, but I'm gonna get used to the control a little bit. She will be back. With that, we see the last of her.
This world has been connected.
Mark of Mastery.
As a Keyblade Master, Xehanort had a gift like few others. But such great minds are often plagued by a single great question. What is the essence of the human heart that weakens us or empowers us? The answer, he believed, would be found in the Keyblade War. What if the challenges of our past were in fact a map to the light and darkness that battles within us all? Xehanort had to know, so he renounced his duties as master and chose the Seeker's life. Since then, in many a guise, he has clashed with protectors of the light, Keyblade wielders like yourselves. And mark my words, he will trouble us yet again. We must be ready. Which is why you, Sora and Riku, are to be tested for the mark of a true Keyblade master. No doubt you fancy yourselves masters already, but it takes years of training. Only a true master can teach you the proper way. Both of you are self-taught Keyblade wielders, an impressive feat. However, the time has come for you to let go of preconceived training again with a clean slate.
Huh? But that's a formality, right? I already proved myself. Me and the King and Riku, we can take on anything. Right, Riku?
I don't know. I think that in my heart, darkness still has a hold. Walking that path changed me. I'm not sure if I'm ready to wield a Keyblade. Maybe I do need to be tested.
Riku. Then count me in. Put me through the test. Just watch. Me and Riku will pass with flying colors.
Very well then. Sora and Riku, let your examination begin.
Glossary Disguise. As Entry Disguise discusses Keyblades. Glossary The Answer discusses Keyblade Masters. Glossary that discusses Master Xehanort. I think it's Xehanort. God. Mini-map would take down enemies, collect prizes at your high speeds. Pass through the ring, certain goals. Dive. Attacks will reach when the target will defeat while you hit flash points. Attack the rainbow color weak point. This is rainbow color. Reduce speed. Press quickly to dodge. Speed. Dodge. Go back. Attacks. Target is red. Okay. Past red. Attacks released when the target is red. try again. Alright. Dodge direct.
Faster! Ha! Yeah!
Oops.
Here we go! Ha!
Ugh. Whoops.
Ha! Faster! Here we go! Faster! Ha! Ha!
Ugh.
Ha! Here we go! Here we go! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Faster! Yeah! There! Ha! Faster! Yeah! Yeah!
It's like, wow.
Yeah!
Okay, let's try again.
Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Faster! Here we go! Ha! Here we go! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Ugh, damn it.
Faster! Yeah! Yeah! Faster! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! There! There! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
Try. Okay. Try again. Alright. Try again.
Here we go!
Here we go.
Faster! Here we go! Yeah!
Ugh.
There! Here we go! Faster! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
Shit.
Faster! Faster!
Ugh.
Faster!
Ah, damn it.
Yeah! 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 There! Ha! Fine!
Ugh. Try again. Oh boy.
Fine!
Okay.
Ha! Ha! Faster! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! There! Yeah!
Ah, damn it.
There! Yeah!
Shit.
Ha! Ha! There! Yeah!
Ah.
There! Yeah! 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 Ha! 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 Yeah! Faster! Yeah! Yeah! Huh? This is... Traverse Town. Hey, what's with my clothes? Must be more of Master Yen Sid's magic.
Traverse.
Look, what happened to Riku? Riku! Hello? Riku!
Shut it.
Huh?
Talk about noise.
Ah!
Sora, right?
Yeah, but, how do you know that?
Looks like you're not a player.
A player?
Come on, keep up. In the game. Players get marked with the time limit. And this game, I can't afford to lose. I need my game partner.
Okay. I don't know about any game. But can I help?
What? Time out. Do you trust every total stranger you meet? Look, sorry, you're no good. You're not a player. And my pack's with someone else.
Okay, so we can't be partners. Why don't I just help you out as your friend?
Now we're friends? It's not that easy.
Not saying it is, but you could make it easier.
Yeah, sounds great. Whatever.
Cool. Lead the way. Whoa.
Play now. Let's see what happens if I can try to do this. The attack is gonna take some time, but full motion. Let's environment. Let's use your environment to the fullest. Firewalls. We'll fight in flow motion. Square and to gain burst speed. That makes it much easier. L and square. Okay, let's go back. And...
Yeah! Oh!
No. How'd that go again? Slide. Burst speed.
Ha! Ha! Oh! Ha! Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah! There!
Let's try that again. Right.
Ha! Oh! Oh!
Use L.
Ha! Oh! Ha!
Alright. Always a slide for most of everywhere else in group schedules standing on the jump on the kick button to full motion.
Yeah!
Shit. Is that gonna be fun?
Ha! Ha! Yeah!
No.
Yeah! Ha!
I am, I'm trying.
Yeah! Freeze! Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Oh,
Ha!
okay.
Yeah! So long!
Sure to So far.
Yeah. Oh. Ha. Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. Ha.
Polarize circles and cover HP. Save. Overpoint save. That's gonna do what you can do above.
Ha. Ha. So long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Oh, here we go. Save.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Ha. Ha. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Ha.
Wow, that's amazing skill.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Ha. Oh. Oh. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Don't say too long.
Ha. Ha.
Spider-Man. Oh, 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 oh. Cool.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going. Let's try the... Oh, sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's backtrack and let's read this skill.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Ha. Oh. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's try again.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Ha. Ha. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Oh.
I gotta figure out a way to get up there. Oh boy.
Oh. Ha. Ha.
Okay. Let's see. How can I get up there? These are glowing. Okay.
Ha. Oh. Ha. 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 Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah.
Oh, I was fooling around. I didn't even notice. Bends the rule of reality shift. Bends the rule of the world around you. Yeah, sure, it works differently in each world. This pink symbol is time for reality shift. Press triangle and circle to trigger reality shift. Used. Oops! I didn't mean to do that. Activate reality shift.
Ha. Yes.
I don't mean to do that.
Freeze. Ha.
Flow motion reality shift. Let's see. Try that again. Okay. Object targeting him. Okay. Okay, press X trajectory shown. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. And, is there a monster down there? Interesting. I really want to. Combat basics. Let's rerun those combats to move around. Okay. Move hard, move around. Okay. Press attack after landing attack from combo. Take out that tentacle.
Yeah! Yeah! Hey! Yeah!
Pressing block. If you press while moving dodge, you can also use the jump. So, this one. After this, then block again.
Ha! Oh! Oh! Ha! Oh! Oh!
Blocking the enemy. R1 using L1.
Oh! Hey! Oh! Hey! Hey! Freeze! Fire! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Freeze! Fire! Fire! Freeze! Fire! Ha! Yes!
I didn't mean to do that.
Ha! Oh!
Okay.
Ha! Ah!
I didn't mean to do that.
Ha! Ah! Fire!
I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break, but I'll be right back. Let's see.
This first house has a staircase that leads up to the road, but we'll find another way for now. In the back, we find a garden, and in the garden shed, 6 broken garden gnomes, all lined up as if they're observing something. What exactly are they observing? And then turning around, we see it. A 7th garden gnome, and he's burying a Jangles the Moon Monkey in a garden. Oh, these murderous garden gnomes. Well, we can leave this grisly scene and go into the ruined house. There's nothing on the first floor. Taking the stairs up to the second, we find a first aid kit by a ruined bed, and we see a bit of a texture glitch on this wall. We can see right through it, but it allows us to more easily see a 0-skill locked wall-mounted safe. From here, instead of taking the staircase up to Main Street, we can leap across this gap to a nearby platform where we find a fusion generator. This is directly beneath the Huntersville water tower. There's nothing in the shack nearby, but beneath the water tower, we find a bit of a lookout station complete with binoculars and a ham radio. Nearby, there's an ammo canister and a first aid kit. And And from here we can take the road west, directly to Main Street of town. This is where most of the super mutants are hanging out, and alerting one causes all of them to rush us. So we'll sit here and snipe off as many as we can before pulling out our shotgun to finish them all off. I was under heavy fire from super mutants and forgot that Rose had sent me here to track down one of the raiders from the Trappers faction. From him, I needed to find a key fragment for the primary quest. We find his corpse in the middle of Main Street, and as we approach, we find a skill check. Perception +2. Your keen eyes notice something odd about the nearby corpse. Its belly is strangely distended, as if someone has tampered with it. You should investigate it more closely before proceeding. The distended belly leads me to believe that the body was booby-trapped with mines or explosives. We'll loot his body in a moment. After the mutants are dead, we can pause for a moment to take a look at our surroundings. At the very bottom is the garden, with the homicidal garden gnomes murdering the Jangles the Moon Monkey. The gate below leads to the water tower we explored. Nearby and to the right is a playground, and we see a terminal in this playground. We'll have to explore this. Up the road is the intersection of Main Street, where we found the skill check and the corpse. We find a number of wrecked houses. Wrecked house number 1, wrecked house number 2, and wrecked house number 3. Then there's the wrecked hardware store. And that's it for this portion of the town. You can't see it from here, but there is another gate leading to another portion of the town, a more residential portion. We'll explore that in a bit. Now that we have our bearings, we'll start by going to the playground where we found that terminal. This is the TAC Ops terminal, and it's locked with a 0-skill lock. After hacking it, we read U.S. government property. Tactical reports, Duty Officer Sergeant Jake Bianchi, 12th Mountain Division. These terminal entries are from November 2076. Looks like Bianchi was here for about a week. Starting on November 2nd, we were deployed today into Appalachia to quarantine the town of Huntersville. TAC Ops reports that there should be minimal resistance, small arms at best. We have strict orders to follow full containment procedure due to some type of viral outbreak. Apparently, if anyone gets out of Huntersville, we could be looking at a potential pandemic. We've been issued hazmat suits to wear over our BDUs. Hopefully, this will be a simple op while the Whitecoats handle the heavy lifting. So that's why the military was here in force. There was some sort of viral outbreak here in Huntersville before the war. In the next one, 2 days later, pulled into Huntersville today, we were immediately placed under the command of Westtech, a Civi biotech company that's set up shop nearby. Not sure why Command trusts these clowns, but orders are orders. Wherever they point, we shoot. Spent the day setting up roadblocks at the main artery that cuts through the town. Weird thing is I haven't seen a soul in the streets. According to Private Gabesman, Westtech Security already quarantined everyone to their homes. We're supposed to keep it that way. Wait a minute, the military allowed a civilian company, Westtech, to command the military forces here in town? What exactly was going on here that a civilian company, Westtech, could know about, but the government's own intelligence agency at Sugar Grove couldn't know about? The next day, last night was rough. We were ordered to move into a Civi's house and extract a single male target. I didn't get a good look at him, but Gabesman told me he looked deformed, like something was wrong with his skin. I did hear his voice, though. It was a low growl, more animal than human. When we tried to extract, some woman screamed and jumped at us with a kitchen knife. Sanderson freaked and dropped her with a single shot. Maybe we did her a favor. Uh-oh. Deformed skin? A growling voice? 2 days later, November 7th. We're getting reports of the townspeople losing their minds around here as the virus changes their appearance. They're bursting through barricades, attacking our men. It's like they aren't human anymore. It's hard to believe these things were once people. I don't know what Westtech was doing out here, but I'm beginning to think that these people were their guinea pigs. Why the hell are we here doing their dirty work? It's not right, and I intend to get to the bottom of this mystery. Well, I think we have enough evidence now to piece together what might have gone on here. Deformed skin, growling voices, superhuman strength that can burst through barricades. That sounds an awful lot like a super mutant. But it's moments like this we realize that not everything was hopeless in the Fallout universe. This soldier at least had a conscience. But in the final entry on November 9th, new duty officer Sergeant Orlando Garrett, 12th Mountain Division. I'm here to replace Sergeant Bianchi, who's been relieved of duty. According to the MP report, Sergeant Bianchi was charged with 3 counts: gross misconduct, dereliction of duty, and insubordination. He'll be transferred back to our forward command outside of Huntersville, and then to headquarters for formal sentencing. In the meantime, it's my job to make sure that this containment operation at Huntersville continues to run smoothly and to give West Tech all the courtesy and assistance that I can. And this is how atrocities happen. Remove anyone out of your way that raises even the slightest criticism. But Sergeant Bianchi was raising a ruckus during the middle of war. Dereliction of duty, gross misconduct? We can only hope that Sergeant Bianchi wasn't executed for his conscience. Backing out of the terminal, we can head up the road towards the crossroads and finally loot the body of Walter Griswold. On his inventory, I only found the quest item I needed to continue with the raider portion of the primary quest, the Trapper's Key fragment. But, shortly after looting the fragment while listening to Rose talk with us... Walter, the Trappers. Okay, so the body really was booby-trapped, but not with any explosives that we could actually loot. And apparently we needed a 2 perception or greater to be able to detect this. Okay, nice touch. I won't go over Rose's transmission now. I'll save that for when I go over the primary quest. Instead, let's continue exploring Huntersville to try and figure out exactly what went on here. We'll start by exploring ruined house number 1. I find that when the super mutants respawn, they tend to respawn in this house. They've been occupying it for a long time. We find meat bags and tire beds, even dog corpses downstairs. Heading upstairs, we can loot an ammo canister and the corpses we killed earlier. And in the southwestern corner of the 2nd floor, we find a handwritten note. Nina Benchley's note. I can hear them at the door banging, trying to get inside. They've taken my father away, shot my brother, and now they're coming for me. West Tech and the military have turned our innocent town into something horrible. I don't know what they put in the air or the water, but everyone's sick. Everyone's changing. It's too late for me. Get out now. Get out while you can. Nina Benchley. So West Tech somehow infected the people of this town with a virus that turns them into super mutants. They infected the people of this town with FEV? Was it on purpose? Were they really using these people as guinea pigs, as Sergeant Bianchi guessed? Or was it an accident? After looting an ammo canister and a first aid kit from house number 1, we can head back to the street. Here we find a pre-war military vehicle filled with super mutant blood bags. The super mutants have been using it for meat storage. Crossing the street, we see the hardware store. Heading inside, we can open a red door to the west, which leads to a storage room. Find an end-of-dungeon steamer truck and a first aid kit. This hardware store is completely ruined, but if we take a staircase to the northwest and turn around, we find an endurance bobblehead lying on a bit of ruined floor. Always be ready to take one for the team. When used, gain +2 endurance for 1 hour. From here, we can leap on top of the roof, where we find the skeleton of a pre-war military soldier clinging to a duffel bag. In the backyard of this house, we find some sort of machinery next to a workshop. This did have a staircase that led below, but it's all filled in with rubble. From here, we can move to ruined house number 2. Exploring the backyard first, we see a play...
Altis 1 by Optimum has cloud DVR so convenient it's hard to believe, especially if you don't believe anything.
All terrain? We'll see. Think about it. Any DVR can work in a house. But can it work in... It works anywhere.
Try Altis 1, the all-in-one entertainment experience that converts the skeptics for just $64.99 a month for the first year.
Playground and a garden. There's a workshop out back with a few minor containers, and then we can explore the house through a hole in the back wall. There's one metal box on the 1st floor, and a cooler in the kitchen. Then, taking the stairs, we arrive on a horribly ruined 2nd floor. The walls are mostly gone. We find a few containers to loot, but nothing much else for house number 2. This leaves one more house to explore on this side of town. We can cross the street from house number 2 to explore ruined house number 3. And immediately we find a holotape on the kitchen counter. We'll come back and listen to this in a minute. After looting the kitchen, we can head upstairs, turn off a radio to avoid demonetization, and here we find a bunch of toys and a child's crib next to a bottle. A family lived here with a small child. After looting the house, we can head back to the kitchen to listen to the Huntersville incident.
Who is it?
U.S. Army, ma'am. Open up, please.
What do you want?
Just open the door, Miss Sherman.
Yes?
On behalf of the U.S. Army and West Tech, you're hereby ordered to hand custody of your child, Dalton Sherman, over to us immediately.
What? Over my dead body. He's sick. He's not going anywhere.
You have no choice. Where is he, ma'am?
Hell, I don't have a choice. You're not moving that child 1 inch, so help me.
Ma'am, if you don't move aside right now, we'll move you ourselves. Do you understand?
There appears to be a glitch with this holotape. We're supposed to hear sound effects of fighting, but the sound effects don't work.
Put down the knife, Miss Sherman. I won't ask again.
Ow! Get out of my house! Dalton is only sick. He'll get better. You people can't take him like you took the others. You can't. No, I won't let you.
Hold it! Hold it! God damn it! Corporal Gibbons. Put her in the body bag. Private Zaleski. Go find the kid.
They were even taking infected infants from their mothers. What exactly happens to an infant infected with FEV? The virus that turns people into super mutants. Perhaps that's what West Tech wanted to find out, and perhaps that's why they took Darlene's baby. That's it for the southern portion of town. Taking the road northwest, we open a gate to enter the northern portion. With the gate at the bottom, from here we find ruined house number 4 with a big red star, a ruined trailer, a ruined workshop, a tent, and ruined house number 5, complete with a little shack. At the very end of the road, we find a military choke point. We'll start by passing through the gate and heading over to ruined house number 4, the one with the big red star. Sitting on a bench lying on the porch, we find the skeleton of a woman in a yellow dress. Perhaps she lived here before the bombs. Heading inside, we find a toolbox, and on a desk nearby is Gail Meyer's terminal. Huntersville Terminal Rentals. Okay, so she didn't own this terminal. She rented it from a shop here in Huntersville, I guess. Her journal entries span 2 years, and the first, June 4th, 2075. Things are looking up around Huntersville. We're about 3 months into our rural development grant from the government, and we already have a brand new water recycling system and sewer lines. The days of dealing with dirty well water have finally come to an end. Thomas McDevitt over at the farms even said they're tying the new water lines into his irrigation system. I'm not sure how we ever won that grant, but finally this little town has been given the boost that it needs to get back on its feet. So that's how they did it. They awarded this town with a grant, came through and built a bunch of water infrastructure that they controlled. In the next one, August 28th, 2075, West Tech just finished construction on their laboratory building outside of town. I never thought I'd live to see the day that a major corporation would even consider locating one of their facilities here. We're getting lots of traffic to and from the site, and people are spending their money here. I'm even thinking of opening a bakery to sell fresh cookies and bread. Things are looking bright in old Huntersville. A few months later, December 20th, 2075, we're headed into the holidays and everything's been going well. I've broken ground on my bakery, and I hope to have it up and running by the end of spring next year. West Tech has injected some cash into the town, paying some of the local farmers for testing rights at their farms. I'm not sure what West Tech is working on. Every time I try to strike up a conversation with one of their employees, they clam up or just plain ignore me. Ha! City folk. The next year, February 16th, 2076. It's been a tough month. Several people in town have fallen ill. Some kind of a virus or a flu bug. Thomas McDevitt said he was going to head over and chat up the West Tech folks to see if one of their doctors can lend us a hand. Not sure what's going on, but it's certainly gotten a lot quieter around here. The West Tech traffic into town has all but stopped. Just my luck, too. I'm a month away from opening the bakery. Well, since the guys I hired to build out the place are sick, I suppose it'll have to wait. Of course, the traffic from West Tech dried up. They knew what was going on here, and the last thing they would ever do is buy coffee or eat a donut made from water they infected with FEV. doctor from West Tech, we haven't had any deaths yet. Thomas McDevitt was able to convince them to lend a hand, and they sent help. Their doctor says it's nothing to worry about, just a rare strain of the flu virus. Tell me, what kind of flu virus makes your skin start to change color and your hair to fall out? People are starting to get scared. Maybe I'll convince Thomas McDevitt to hop into his truck and head for Charleston or something to get more help. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Thomas McDevitt since he went to West Tech. So Thomas went to West Tech and then disappeared, but West Tech sent a doctor anyway? What happened to Thomas? Did they take him? September 8th, 2076. I don't understand what's going on around here anymore. People are changing. They're turning, well, green. And their bodies are deforming. I don't understand how this could happen from a flu virus. It doesn't make any sense. The doctor from West Tech said the flu virus is highly contagious, and he's confined us to our homes for our own safety. They've even placed guards and gas masks outside to make sure we stay put. What am I supposed to do? I'm scared. November 4th, 2076. Last night I heard a weird animal-like growling from the Benchleys next door. Then I swear I heard Veronica scream, followed by a gunshot. What the hell happened over there? I asked the guard at my door, but he just told me the town was under government quarantine and that I had to stay indoors. I think I'd better load my husband's old double barrel for safety, if I can lift it. I'm feeling pretty weak lately and running a low-grade fever. I hope I haven't caught whatever's going around. And of course, even though she was quarantined in her own home, she still managed to catch FEV because it was in her drinking water. In the final one, 99-51-0.
Hurts to type. Fingers ache, but I need to keep going. What's happening to me? Doctor won't come to the house and I can't get out of bed. Someone please help us.
Her terminal filled in many of the blanks and leaves us with a lot to process. While we do, we can head out the back. Here we find that a tree has fallen and crashed into the second floor. We can use it to shimmy on up, or we find a ruined bedroom. And if we look beneath the bed, we find cell key W9FZ. If you watched my video on Sugar Grove, you'll know that this key unlocks one of the cells there. And now that we know what happened here at Huntersville, this means that West Tech kidnapped at least one of the infected residents here and interred that person at Sugar Grove to be used in their secret assassin project. The government was using brainwashed assassins infected with FEV. And since we find the key here, does that mean they kidnapped Gail Myers? If so, then the skeleton in the yellow dress on the deck doesn't belong to her. After looting a skill level 2 locked floor safe, we can move on to explore the rest of this part of the town. The rest of the buildings on this part of town are mostly empty. We find a few containers to loot inside the trailer, a chemistry station to scrap our junk with a small selection of chems, a wooden crate in the back of a picker-up truck just outside the workshop filled with wonderful scrap. The tent has a few ammo boxes and a first aid kit, and when we enter ruined house number 5, we find paint and a message. Home is my heart. The people of Huntersville loved their town, loved their families, and loved their neighbors. How could West Tech have so recklessly ruined this little society? So West Tech somehow infected the water supply of this town with FEV, which in turn infected the town's residents. But from everything we know about FEV, to become infected, you have to absorb the virus through your skin. People have to be dipped in vats of FEV. So how did this happen? Well, perhaps that was part of West Tech's experiment.
Two kids. Supposed to be home by 5:30, never arrived. My job. There's no certainty. This is smaller than anything.
I meant to alter the way people absorb the virus. What were their ultimate goals? I can't imagine they would murder an entire town just for the sake of it. Were they trying to alter FEV to turn it into some kind of inoculation? To keep citizens safe in case China attacked with biological weapons? Or were they trying to turn regular townsfolk into super soldiers? Well, there's only one way to find out. We read that West Tech created a research facility close to Huntersville. We must now track it down to find out exactly why they infected these poor people with FEV. We'll tackle that in my way that raises even the slightest criticism. But Sergeant Bianchi was raising a ruckus during the middle of war. Dereliction. Apparently, if anyone gets out of Huntersville, we could be looking at a potential pandemic. We've been issued hazmat suits to wear over our BDUs. Hopefully, this will be a simple op while the Whitecoats handle the heavy lifting. So that's why the military was here in force. There was some sort of viral outbreak here in Huntersville before the war. In the next one, 2 days later, pulled into Huntersville today, we were immediately placed under the command of Westtech, a civvy biotech company that's set up shop nearby. Not sure why Command trusts these clowns, but orders are orders. Wherever they point, we shoot. Spent the day setting up roadblocks at the main artery that cuts through the town. Weird thing is I haven't seen a soul in the streets. According to Private Gabesman, Westtech Security already